Hello everybody, welcome back to the Hull City career mode. This is the third episode of the campaign. I have tried to stream this 3 times, record it 3 times, and each and every single time I've got it wrong. The first time was because I took too long because my brother called. Second time was because I was trying to swap my brace out, so a little bit, then I went into the game and forgot to swap and work with the second team. So some stuff has been saved, I've restarted now, but we're back, we're ready, and we're playing the career mode. So we've got Stoke City as our first game of the season. Sorry, not the season, the episode. In the first round of the EFL Cup. Before we do go into that game and check the other ties, we're going to check the league table to see where we left off from the previous episode. So we're currently sat in 16th place after a 2-0 defeat to Wimbledon in the previous match on the first game of the season, and a MK Dons victory though on our first home game of the season. So the season's with our first 3 points of the campaign. However, we are sat on -1 goal difference and sat in 16th place. But it being the first game of the season, obviously it's still really open. And if we do win our first game in the league of the episode against Lincoln City, we will most probably see ourselves higher up the table and maybe even in the top 6, jump into Wimbledon. Obviously now though we have Stoke City in the first round of the EFL Cup. Hopefully we can get our first 3 points of the camp. Get the first round out of the way. Progress into the next game away from home, and let's see how this one goes. Right. Now here we go. Finally into the first round of the EFL Cup at the Britannia Stadium. Hopefully we can have a good start to the tournament. Obviously now it's meaning a lot more, as we'll see our League One side. These two teams have met many times in the past in the Premier League and in the Championship. However, now these two teams are also divided by a division again, but instead of it being the Premier League and Championship, it's the Championship and League One. So this is going to be an eventful game. The first time these sides have met since last season in the league. Hopefully we can get down to the first game of the season and why do I keep saying that? The first game of the cup and get underway nicely. Now here's the team for Stoke City. Angus Gunn in goal for Stoke City to start today. Joe Allen, the captain for Stoke City. It was Sam Clucas, but Sam Clucas and James Chester starting. 2 players who have played for Hull City in the past. Not at the same time, but they have been a part of the team before. That's the only real thing I've got to say about the Stoke City side. 5-3-2 formation. Wimbledon and MK Dons have both played them formations, and AFC Wimbledon's was a 5-2-1-2 more like. But either way, here's the Hull City team. Changed quite a bit. Reece Burke starting off as captain today. Sean McLaughlin replaces Jordi the Vice for today's match. Fleming starts at the left back, replacing Callum Elder from the previous matches. Doherty and Batty starting off as the holding midfielders. Sheaf getting his debut of the season, and Scott starting up front. And here we go for this game. Hopefully we can get down to a good start in the Carabao Cup, get our first tournament run. Ball into the box here, and Fleming managing to clear it away. Now Gregory though for Stoke City with a chance here. It's put wide. Wasn't far away though by Stoke City. It's a good start. Now Scott. Bear in mind, Hull City are playing their second team against a team in the higher division, so this may not go very well. Doherty finds Scott there in the middle, and it's an early goal. James Scott put up front, and a 1-0 lead gathered before the 8-minute mark. Beautiful finish and a great start to the game. Doherty with a brilliant ball through to Scott, who manages to find a space in the middle there and slots it into the back of the net. Hammering goal actually. Stoke City 1-0 behind before 10 minutes. Ball in from Allen, who almost whips it top corner. And the Stoke City captain almost putting it back to 1-1. Finds Joe Allen. Fletcher, the ball through to Gregory, and it's 1-1. 21st minute goal for Stoke City sees them equalise. Poor defending from Hull, sees a gap open in the middle and penetrates it. No one going for him, and Ingram tries to come out and stop him, but leaves his near post way too opened up, and that's how Stoke City respond. Stoke City 1, Hull City 1 here. Stoke City still with it on this left-hand side, finds Mikel again. Smith running around this right-hand side, whether he's time wasting or what. To half-time, I don't know. But McLaughlin can't keep up with him. Potter, Lucas. Finds Gregory. It's a Fletcher here, and a great save by Matt Ingram. Getting down to his side and preventing. Stoke City taking the lead here. Good save to deny the Potters. Burke. Batty. Finds Milinkovic. To Scott here in the middle. Can he find Potter on this left-hand side? No, he can't. It's too far. And half-time here at Britannia Stadium. After a 1-1 scoreline. Early goal from Hull City. But then Lee Gregory levels it up around the 20-minute mark. And now we have a draw on our hands. Stoke City 1, Hull City 1 here in the EFL Cup. Sheaf. Chester there with the tackle. It's Gregory with a chance here to make it 2, and he does. Really poor defending from the Tigers. I think the substitution's in order realistically, because that's appalling. Giving Stoke City a chance to feed through the defence like that. We'll take no credit away from Gregory. It's a good touchdown, plays it to Gregory, and he just manages to put it to the side of him. Great finish, to be fair to him. But poor defending from Hull City. Stoke City 2, Hull City 1. And 2 substitutions, McLaughlin coming off for Jordi Device, and a start for Melvin Lambert in his first ever game for the Tigers. Fraser Campbell, Hull City's former player, twice. Or somebody else. Now Scott finds Potter here in the middle, who's plants it home. 2-2. Out of nothing, really. But Hull City will take it. Substitution seems to have worked. Scott finds Potter in the middle. Don't know what he's doing there. No matter what, it's resulted in a great finish. Hull City back on level terms. Well, nicely done by the youngster. Stoke City 2, Hull City 2. Fletcher off for Stoke City. Stephen Fletcher on. And Vokes on. Oh, sorry, Stephen Fletcher off, Vokes on. Melvin Lambert now for Hull City, who lets fly on this left on side and unequal to it. It's James Chester has been replaced now by James McLean. That's who's come on. I didn't know, because that's obviously why I was here and listening to the announcer. James Chester off though, the former Hull City man. First one to go off, and now penalties is looking on card here. There's a free kick for Hull City in the 92nd. 2 minutes left of added time. Chris Burke finds Melvin Lambert. Scott, who's let one fly from deep, and it's a poor effort. Wet attempt there from James Scott. I can imagine it going into the top corner. We're lucky if he went on top of the sponsor boards, really. Gunn though with a goal kick. And that should be full time. And it will be. And it will be penalties. First game of the episode sees penalties. First round of the EFL Cup against Stoke City is penalty shootout. See how this one goes. First penalty shootout of the series, and that we've actually played instead of watched. Can we end up with the win? Now here we go with 2-2 full-time scoreline, and a first penalty scored by James Fletcher for Stoke City. Now James Scott on it. Takes it right in that side, that left-hand side. 1-1. Now Campbell. Saved by Ingram. Missed one early on now. Hull City going in the same place. Doherty putting a lot of power on it, and it's right in that bottom corner. 2-1 lead in this penalty shootout. Now Sam Clucas with it. Oh, he's gone straight down the middle. Sent Ingram the wrong way. Now, Lewis Potter. What can he do with his penalty? He puts it in. Maybe not as in as much as the top corner as he would have liked it, but I think it'll do. And now McLean. Saved by Ingram again. 3-2. Melvin Lambert, the youngster, on his debut. If he scores this, Hull City hero in round 1. What can he do now? Oh, he's put it over. A missed time. 3-2. Well, missed this, Joe Allen. And it's over. And he has! City winners! Round 2. Melvin Lambert missed. Doesn't matter. 3-2 on penalties. And City go through to the next round. Ingram gets the right way nonetheless. But Joe Allen puts it wide off the stanchion. That's a great start. A good morale boost for the Tigers. Hull City got to be happy with that one. They've got to be. And the Tigers flags waving about. Full-time scoreline: Stoke City 2, Hull City 2, 3-2 to Hull, low on penalties. Well, a 3-2 penalty shootout win over Stoke City. So let's go check the scorelines from the first round. Now here are the scorelines: Cheltenham 2, Blackpool 1, Colchester 2, Sunderland 2, Colchester won 5-4 on penalties. Shrewsbury 1, Cambridge United 0. Barnsley 1, Walsall 1, Barnsley won 5-4 on penalties. Barrow 0, Scunthorpe 2, Crewe Alexandra 1, Plymouth Argyle 1, Crewe Alexandra won 4-3 on penalties, sorry. Derby 2, MK Dons 2, Derby won 4-3 on penalties. Wigan 1, Crawley 2, Tranmere 1, Birmingham 1, Tranmere won 5-4 on penalties. Salford 2, Wimbledon 1, Exeter City 0, Wycombe Wanderers 1, Oxford United 3, Doncaster Rovers 1, Charlton Athletic 1, Stevenage 2, Forest Green Rovers 0, Bournemouth 3, Gillingham 2, Southend 1, Accrington Stanley 2, Morecambe 1, QPR 1, Preston 1, QPR won 4-3 on penalties. Sheffield United 2, Middlesbrough 1, Oldham Athletic 1, Harrogate Town 2, Norwich 3, Port Vale 1, Leyton Orient 2, Bristol Rovers 0, Stoke City 2, Hull City 2, Hull City won 3-2 on penalties. Burton Albion 3, Bolton Wanderers 2, Lincoln City 1, Newport County 2, Peterborough 2, Bradford 2, Peterborough 3, Bradford 2, Huddersfield 1, Millwall 4, Fleetwood Town 0, Mansfield 3, and Bristol City 1, Swindon 0. Games yet to play: Forest versus Carlisle, Reading versus Grimsby, Northampton versus Swansea, Rotherham versus Brentford, Cardiff versus Blackburn, Portsmouth versus Coventry, Luton versus Rochdale, and Ipswich versus Watford. However, we now go back to the league after that confidence boost of a win against Stoke City. Can we see if we can get higher up in the table against Lincoln City in the league? Is that going to be a possibility? Find out, I guess. Fleming is happy that we put him into the team. He actually had a good game, to be fair, did Fleming. However, Pennington, I found him a bit drooly. Sheaf was slow. Other than that, the team looked very good, actually. And I'm actually going to put Melvin Lambert on the bench after that performance. I think he did all right. In his debut there. We'll swap him. No, we'll leave it for now. We'll make our mind up when it comes to the game. I mean, I've got nothing really else to say, to be honest with you. I mean, we've just got to wait for scout reports to come in and then we're good. But yeah, that's a good victory. Very good victory. And let's see if we can get ourselves a win against Lincoln. The first league game of the episode. Sorry, I keep saying season. I don't know why. And here we are. All of our scout reports have finally come in. The 14th of August. Ooh, transfer offer for Jordi Device for Bournemouth. I don't really want to sell him, but he may not be much. He's a good captain. He is a really good captain. And either way, I'm probably going to buy a new defender anyway. So I'll accept. I will accept. We do have some defenders, I think, as well on the transfer hub. So we'll look for another leadership. But we realistically need to get one as soon as possible. Because if he goes, it could be the team in tatters, to be honest with you. Honestly, he doesn't want to leave. Let's have a look at the players we've scouted though. We've got Diamond. Not too bad. 53 rated. We've got, actually no, these aren't the players. These are the players here at the bottom. So we've got Giacchini. He is willing to leave, but he's 61 overall. Not too bad. Coville, we've already seen Coville. Rayner. Looks like the player is unwilling to relocate at this time, so he won't be able to sign him, sadly. But he does look like a very promising player, though. He looks 26, quite fast. Lincoln, how much do they want for him? His team will not sell those players too important, so never mind then. But he's fast. He is quite fast. Democratic Republic of the Congo. Fair enough. And Orlando City. Oh my god. Can you call yourself a striker when your shooting's lower than 60? He is fast though, to be fair to him. His team will not sell him, but we can negotiate with him directly if he pays. We don't really need a striker at this moment in time. What we do need is a defender. So we're going to look for a defender. That's our only real promise now, to be honest with you. We'll have a look at promising. Actually, no, we need a leadership defender. So bun that. Free kick. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're all going to be midfielders. Yeah, they're all midfielders. We'll get a GTN on it. Yeah, we'll get a GTN on it, and we will look for a centre back. Attributes. We want a leadership attribute if that's a thing. No. Well, we'll try and find one anyway. So that's that sorted. I don't really mind how old the centre back is, to be honest with you. As long as they're a good centre back, it don't really matter. Now we have Lincoln. So, we'll quickly check what Smallwood wants. I think he's wanted to start. Yeah, I will. I'll have a look. I think we're still on secondary. Oh no, squad hub, not team management. I think we're still on the secondary squad, so we'll quickly swap to the primary. Oh no, we are on the primary. Yeah, you know what we will drop Batty for this game. We will start Smallwood. See how that goes. To be honest, I am tempted to go with the secondary team, but we're not gonna. But here we go. Second game of the episode, third game of the season in the league against Lincoln City away from home. Crown Line. Hopefully we can hold up our own and get another 3 points to push us further up the table. Let's find out. And now here we go at Lincoln. I'm going for the good start to the campaign to get 6 out of 9 possible points if that is available for us. Hey, the last time out, a Hull City victory against Stoke City at the Britannia Stadium in the EFL Cup. Should give us a bit more confidence after beating them on penalties and having a lead. I mentioned to equalise. Hopefully that will give a bit more confidence to the Tigers going forward. Hopefully Hull City can get a win in this game as well. League is what really matters, and here's the team for Lincoln City. Alex Palmer starting in goal, Bridcut starting in, as a captain. I don't know what formation they have. Callum Martin, George Grant. They're playing 4-3-3, so we're playing the same formation. Playing the same formation. It's looking like a good game, to be honest. It's the first time we've come up against something other than a 5-2-1-2 or a 5-3-2. So it's going to be interesting. And here's our team as well. George Long starting again back in goal after Matt Ingram took last game. Jordan Device starting back in the side as a captain as well in this game. After there was just a switch around in the previous matter. Elder back as well to starting up front. Smallwood replacing Batty for a change. Lewis Potter back to playing Cam Souza starting again up in the top left. And McGuinness as well up front. Wilkes also joining them to make the front 4-3-3 formation as well for the Tigers. Let's see how this game goes and see if we can get another 3 points to go on with our current 3-point status. Try push higher up the table. Now Anderson on this right hand side for Lincoln City. Almost got a ball through there to near the box. Not going anywhere. Device always held it off too long there. On his return, and Morton sinks it past Long. Long probably should have done better, but a Device mistake. Burke tackling randomly, and Lincoln City have a 1-0 lead here at home. Poor bit of play there by Device, but don't know what Burke's doing. And Long probably should have got to that, really. Wasn't a fast effort. Stick a foot out and kick it, really. But, you know, sadly, a 1-0 lead for Lincoln early on. Hull. There's the ball forward. Jones to Morton. Burke managing to go for it. McGrandles there, makes it 2. Disastrous start for Hull. I am actually shocked at how poorly we've started this game. Fair play to Lincoln. But what is Burke doing? Told him to boot it out and he's just running into the defender. And again, an easy cut finish for Lincoln. Red cut with it. Excuse me, Lincoln City 2, Hull City 0. Jones, who's played it to Grant on this right hand side here. And he's still running through. It's Grant, 3-0. The disbanding of Hull City continues. Grant picks up himself a goal. Nice chest down. Cuts inside, and to be honest, that was individual brilliance. That was really nothing to do with our defence. It could have been a bit more clinical from us, but it's a great clinical finish though from him. And making most of their chances at Lincoln. 3-0. Lewis Potter can't keep it this time. And that will be half time. At Court Lane, a poor performance from Hull so far. A really devastating one. But delirium for the men at Lincoln, as they go into half time. 3-0 to the goods against Hull City. Never saw that one floating in the back of the net. Morton finds Grant. On his left hand side for Lincoln City. Is it going to be 4? It is going to be 4. What is going on with Long? That is appalling goalkeeping from Long. Good finish from Grant though, to be fair, but it shouldn't be. Stick out an arm and stop it. But a good goal nonetheless from Lincoln though. And again, a 4-0 lead now being approached. What's he doing that for? Stick up a hand and save it. And Lincoln City 4. City 0. George Grant with his second of the game. Batty. Morton. The ball onto this right hand side for Anderson. A big chance here for Lincoln. A good save by Long. Finally been able to use his limbs, but the deflection seen to by Morton. Hull City really getting clapped up here. 5-0 Lincoln. Well, Long finally able to use his limbs, and it ends up being a curse anyway. That is poor. Where is the defence helping everybody out there, really? Someone should be going up trying to defend that header. It's another poor goal. Lincoln City 5, Hull City 0. Batty's also, Kane Lewis Potter's come off for Milinkovic, and Archibald on for Anderson. And Lincoln City camp, and it's a shot from outside the box from Sol. Now Montsma to make it 6, and it's a save by Long. Well, I'm afraid, Long, you've started to wake up a bit too late now. You're 5-0 but down. In the 83rd minute, I don't think anything's going to come from it. And McGuinness finds Milinkovic. Only just though. McGuinness finds Batty. Can he get one back for Hull? He can do. It's a consolation though. Not even deserving the celebration, really. 5-1. And that'll be it here at Court Lane. An absolutely ruptured performance there by Lincoln City. But a shocker from the Tigers. A 5-1 win for Lincoln. We'll see them go home happy. But Hull City going back to the drawing board. I think the team that played Stoke City will have to be brought out for the next match. Morton with 2. From 2 attempts. Final score, Lincoln City 5, Hull City 1. Well, we've made a couple of harsh comments in the press conference. In the post-match interview, sorry. Which is, to be honest, in my opinion, is acceptable because we were absolutely unacceptable in that game there. Team performed like nobody. And so I think we'll be going back to this team. Because this team was actually okay. We'll start Ingram in goal for the next game. Yeah, we're going to start Emmanuel as well. We'll start Emmanuel. Leave Burke as captain. We'll have Device at the back. That was just ridiculous, realistically. That game should not have happened like that. Who thought that was a good game is clearly blind. We're now sat 2 points off the bottom 3. Which we've now seem to have gone into. Sorry, the bottom 4, which we seem to have gone into now. Actually, before we move on, we'll quickly have a look at the results from the weekend. And we head up to see. So, 15th of August, Swindon Town 0, Accrington Stanley 1. Shrewsbury Town 0, Blackpool 1, Sunderland 1, Oxford United 0, Burton Albion 0, Rochdale 1, Lincoln City 5, Hull City 1, MK Dons 2, Northampton Town 1, Peterborough United 2, Doncaster 0, Bristol Rovers 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. And then the 16th of August, which I think is Sunday, Crewe Alexandra 1, Ipswich Town 1, Wimbledon Town 1, Portsmouth 0, Wigan 2, Fleetwood Town 0, and Gillingham 0, Charlton Athletic 1. Well, we're now sat in the bottom 4 after a poor third match. 2 defeats now for Hull City in the first 3 games, which is really appalling. We do have a midweek game though, and we still could go higher up the table. And we're going to be playing Burton, who are bottom of the table currently, with our second team. Device is now sold. We have no centre-back. at the club at this moment in time. But for now, I think Greaves, we'll let Greaves take place for today's game. Hopefully we can get a win in this game because we really do need it. Third and last game of the episode coming up now, and Burton Albion is going to be the team that we are fighting for the points against at home. Well, time to put that previous match behind us, and we now have Burton coming to the KCOM Stadium for the 4th league match of the season. Burton Albion, we did play in the pre-season friendly, and we managed to scrape a 5-2 victory out of them. Can we do that today, or get at least a win? Peterborough starting off though, they're top of the table currently. Obviously Hull City and Burton both bottom, which they really need to sort out. Burton's fair, maybe shouldn't deserve to be in the bottom 4. Hull City really should not even be in the bottom half of the table. Never mind in the bottom 4. They should be fighting for a promotion place. Well, here we go, another evening though in East Yorkshire. Hull City starting 11. Matt Ingram starts in goal. This is basically the team from Stoke City, except Jordi Device has now left Hull City. He's been replaced by Greaves. Reece Burke at the back as well as the captain. Fleming starting as well. Ingram's obviously starting in replacement of Long. Emmanuel in the right back. Sheaf starting at Cam again. Scott up front. And then the front 3 is pretty much the same as against Stoke City. Here's the starting 11 for Burton Albion. Quinn, also a former Hull City man. He's starting for number 7 for Burton Albion as captain. Daniel left back. Atkins again starting up front like we saw him again in the pre-season tournament. Vasilev is also starting up at the left wing position. I remember him as well. Here we go. Can Hull City get something back? Get 3 points or something, just to minor or reduce their worries from the previous game. We've kicked off now. Hull City versus Burton Albion. Tries to find Milinkovic on this right. Daniel's equal to it. Now Burton. Oh, he's flicked it over his head there, Edwards. And now Burton maybe with the chance again to get forward. Edwards finds Atkins here in the middle. Ingram there with a save, and it's opened up for Fernandez. And Burton Albion with an early lead. That one's unlucky, really. Ingram did a good job to save it. He just happened to rebound an open goal and opens up for Fernandez, who takes the most of that chance. Hull City got work to do now, though. And Hull City 1-0 down here at the KCOM. Lost the ball, though, trying to get someone in the box who nobody did. To be fair to them. Now Lawless on this right-hand side. Finds Brayford. Quinn to Edwards. To Vasilev. And again, Vasilev. 2-0 Burton. Yet again, the dressing room seems to be broken, because at this moment in time, Hull City are appalling. Boos from all around the stadium from Hull supporters. This is ridiculous. Never, ever seen us play like this before. On a series or in real life. Well, Burton have a 2-0 lead. Inside 20 minutes. Hull City 0, Burton Albion 2. Postwick there able to intercept now. Vasilev draws Emmanuel out of position. Now Stephen Quinn to Fernandez with a chance here for Lawless to make it 3, and it is. How are you managing to get through this easily? I think it's time for some tactic change, to be honest. I'm going to sit here and just do some tactics, because this is ridiculous now. Well, the 3-0 lead for Burton Albion before half an hour was even played. You could tell the Hull City fans are frustrated because the boos and the reception the Tigers are getting. And it's rightly so. Why is there so much space? Why is Fleming allowing Lawless to get in like that? Good finish, but still, there's no way that Fleming should be allowing him to get in like that. That is appalling. Well, Hull City 0, Burton Albion 3. Now, I don't know what's going on here. Whether it's formation, sorry, or whether something else. But this is ridiculous at this point. Now Scott, here in the middle. Finds Batty, whose shot goes to Sheaf, and it's saved by O'Hara, and it will be a corner for Hull. At least we're getting some form of action. Bostwick managing to get a forward, now Fleming. Finds Sheaf. Batty. Now Doherty, who shoots, and it's saved by O'Hara. Now Doherty finds Scott into Sheaf, who's got a good save out of O'Hara again. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come. Daniel there. Stop going up from Milinkovic. Back into Sheaf again with the overhead kick. Ambitious. Ball in there from Milinkovic. Chests it down onside. Goes with the overhead kick. So very nearly a goal. Now Doherty front post. Now Milinkovic. Ball in again. He finds Potter, who's offside. Half time's pretty much here now, and it is. Well, it's 3-0 lead to Burton. Going into half time, we did manage to make some ground back up just beforehand. But nonetheless, we're still 3-0 down. Scott has been a bit slow. But hopefully, good things to come in the second half. Half-time score, Hull City 0, Burton Albion 3. Managing to get some good saves in. Oh, punch forward. Lawless. O'Toole, and it's a good save by Ingram. Great save. Again, diving down to his right. Sorry, his left. We can't spend our life in the box. We need to get out now. Elder. Managing to take it forward for Hull. Good bit of sprint going on. And we've got Potter. We've got Melvin Lambert in the middle here. Here's it back. Finds Scott. One back. He's not getting the ball for whatever reason, but we have one back. Good counter-attacking football, and we finally have a goal. Good ball into Melvin Lambert. Not being selfish, plays it into Scott, who slams that one home. Good counter-attacking play from Hull City. And James Scott has his first goal of the season. Hull City 1, Burton Albion 3. We've only just managed to find Milinkovic. Scott here. Now Batty, who could be onside, and he is, and it's 2. 3-2. 67 minutes played, and Hull City are back within one goal. What a turnaround. I'm actually speechless. These tactics are effective because I've not seen this. Melvin Lambert plays it to Scott, who finds Batty. Melvin Lambert again influenced in it. A good goal from Batty as well. Just going to skip that now because we're nearly there. Hull City 2, Burton Albion 3, Batty's second of the season. Atkins. Finds Powell. Could be in here with a chance. Finds Atkins, and they've tucked it away for a fourth. Well, what seemed like it could be a comeback now needs a bit more work. Atkins tucks it away for 4. Boos rumble again around the K-Con. Powell almost brought down there. Probably could have been a tactical foul, but nonetheless Atkins manages to slot it home. Burton 3. Hull City 2, Burton 4. And Hull City are going to miss out on this due to poor attacking display. And it's going to be 5 here, and it is. Well, that just sums it up, doesn't it? That just does sum it up. Work our way back just for that. I've got nothing to say. I'm genuinely frustrated at that. Well, that's that. A poor episode and a poor 2 matches. He looked promising at the beginning against Stoke. No, it just looks like a dream. Potter boots it forward, he might as well. Nothing's going to come from this game anymore. Nothing's working for Hull at the moment. And that's going to be it. The reverse result of what happened in the pre-season tournament. And Burton will now overtake Hull City and delve Hull City further into the bottom 4. First win of the season for Burton. 3rd defeat of the season for Hull. No, it was Joe Powell, not Nick Powell. And that's 5-2. I can't even be bothered finishing off those 5-2. To be honest, lads, this is unlike me for a video. You know, I'm normally hyped no matter what, if we lose or whatever. But I don't know why this one's hit me different. This one has hit me different. Looking at this, looking at the table, Hull City. We'll have a look at the results first, actually, before we mention anything about the table. And full-time scores: Shrewsbury 1, Swindon 0, Blackpool 1, Peterborough 0, Doncaster Rovers 1, Gillingham 0, Charlton Athletic 0, Wigan 0, Fleetwood Town 0, Bristol Rovers 1, Plymouth 0, Wimbledon 3, Portsmouth 2, MK Dons 1, Northampton Town 1, Lincoln City 1, Hull City 2, Burton Albion 5, Rochdale 3, Sunderland 2, Oxford 0, Crewe Alexandra 1, and Ipswich 1, Accrington Stanley 1. And the table will see us with a really poor goal difference, -8 goal difference. 3 points gathered from the first 4 games, 3 defeats displayed, and 23rd in the table. I mean, to be honest, at this moment in time, I think the only way we're going to have any luck is if we get on a run, to be honest with you. Well, I'm going to end the episode here, lads, because I'm actually kind of upset about that, to be honest with you. And, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. Yeah, sorry. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Chris from the channel Wardy. I'll see you Wardy YT on Twitch. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you all later.